everybody, it is me, David D, back again with another video to explain to you guys what I have been selling and what I've been up to. As you can see, I got new glasses, my first pair ever, in a house. I'm going to give you guys some tips on how to find some inventory for this month. I think every month that I do this video, I'm going to tell you guys what I learned sourcing wise and some ways that I can help you become a better eBay reseller. Thank you. Stick tuned. As you can see, from the 19th to the 31st, we didn't really sell anything. And for that is because we just didn't really list anything. And we still made 549 gross with a $52 net. And a lot of this data isn't correct right now. This month is going to be the only month that the data seems off because I just used Whatnot for the last time probably ever. I like Whatnot, but the way I buy from eBay is kind of hard to do Whatnot in a way that is profitable. So just pretty much add an extra $200 here for the net sales, and then that's pretty much how much it should be. So about $250. And we see our average gross per sale is 34, net is 3 to 11. See, all this data is going to be off, but mainly you should know that a lot of this inventory is coming from my friend Ben and Brennan and Jess. And those are two people that gave me inventory for free. And it says bank consignment, but I don't have to pay them. So, and Brendan and Jess, I don't have to pay them either. Then we see here that Poshmark is really profitable. Honestly, I haven't even been running ads, and I've been making a decent amount. eBay is -40, and we'll figure out why. Spent 374 on new inventory, 311 cost of goods sold, 111 on marketplace fees, and 61.80 on shipping labels. Listed 43 things, and as you can see, I try to list about one thing a day at least, but I recently have been listing about 3 to 6 things a day, and the sales have been increasing as I list. It's kind of great. And then the average time sales 3 months, so not bad. So we're going to go from our highest to our lowest sales, because this is something that I think is important, that you just get the best information as early as possible. So we see in the Massimo Duty woman's blue pebbled leather adjustable strap flap crossbody bag. I got it for $547 at Shop Goodwill and sold it for $36.81 for a net return of $16.70 and a net profit margin of 45%. And if I can give a tip on this item, I would say that when you're shopping on auction online, don't be afraid to look up those medium tier brands that sell for $40 to $50 new. I think this was. And I think it's a lot of good profit in searching up certain things. Now, you don't want to buy this individually. You want to buy this, of course, with other stuff that you buy in a lot. So I like to buy jewelry, purses, clothes, stuff that I can cross list on a lot of platforms and get it sold within 2 to 3 months. And then another thing here is a Tannery West vintage black leather jacket. I got it for $15. I sold it for how much did I sell it for? $22.01, which is way less than I should have. I sent an offer because I was just trying to get my cash flow up. Net return of $376, but it technically is a profit margin of 17%, so it's not too bad. I could have easily gotten $40 for this jacket. It sold I listed it 6 days and sold in 3 days. And I think I'm going to pull up the messages somewhere in this video and show you that someone just pretty much said the jacket was fire. It was fire. So, of course, you just have to sell it. Next item is the Lotta 3 vintage sterling silver chain. I'm still figuring out where to take pictures of sterling. Right now, I just got this little platform in the house that I came with the house. I got it for $18, sold it for $21 for a net return of $450 and net profit margin of 18%. Tips on sterling: try to buy in lots. You're gonna overpay if you buy in those big or small lots. So you want to go for those lots of 3 to 12 items and just bid a lot of different lots and from one place, and then just pay the shipping for all those together. You know what I mean? So go to Shop Goodwill, like Chicago Goodwill, okay? And then in that Chicago Goodwill, you're going to favorite a whole bunch of different listings that are all sterling silver. bid last second on them, of course, for your maximum bid that you want to pay. And bada bing, bada boom, you get like 10 lots, pay shipping for all of them in one go, and you save a ton of money. That's my tip on Sterling. The last profitable item, which is kind of scary to say, but like I said, a lot of this data isn't inputted in here from Whatnot, and it's just a lot of stress to do that because I've sold 400 items on Whatnot. So we got a Michael Kors Hamilton Grace Saffiano leather lock and key bag with key. Sold it way cheaper than I should have, but I purchased it for $13.50 on Shop Goodwill. This was actually one of the very first purchases I ever made from that website, and I've made a lot better buys. Definitely don't buy individual items unless you plan on selling it for more, which I could have done. A net return of $1.02 and net profit margin of 3%. Horrible, but I got cash flow sent offer. I had it originally listed for $44.90. Now we're going to go through some of this stuff and see if I can find anything I can give you tips on. So Vince Camuto, this came from the Bell's clearance. If I were to give a tip on this, I would say this would have been fine if I didn't send an offer for it. I was selling it for $34 at one point, actually $39.90. So these are the Levi's, and I took horrible pictures of them. This is some really bad pictures. I'll throw some pictures I have now in this new house, and it's just kind of crazy. So I refunded the buyer because I accidentally sold them the wrong pants, shipped them the wrong pants, and so it's a net return of negative $15, even though I sold them, yeah, $11.80. And these Levi pants easily could have gone for $30 to $40, but I just took horrible pictures of them. And I'll show you examples of why it's important to take really good pictures, because 514 jeans, 38, 40, 34 should have sold pretty much in less than a month. And I think this took 6 months. So just bad pictures all around. And I think that's the biggest key, biggest tip I'm going to give you is make your inventory look as appealing as possible, especially if you're cross-listing to Poshmark and Depop. Those two places are very, very, like, they have high standards over there. So definitely just, and what I mean by high standards is the high visual appealing standards. So definitely just work on that. But if I were to give a good tip for Levi's Strauss jeans, is to look for the orange tags. All right, well, this has been me, David D. It's 3:30 in the morning, but I just wanted to make this video because I'm feeling tired and actually kind of hopeful for the future. So why not make a video, even though I'm not as energetic as I should be. Hope you all stick to the end, and if you did, please leave a comment saying you stick to the end and tell me your favorite thing to sell. You don't have to give me your best bread and butter item, just tell me your favorite thing to sell. Maybe it's a niche thing. Thank you. Have a good one, guys.